Next, we have with us Mr. Muthu Kumar from India, an advocate on record for Supreme Court of India. We welcome you, sir.
Thanks a lot. And I hope I'm audible to all of you. And
Yes,
yes,
sir.
first I must thank Nyaya Shastra for this wonderful opportunity. It's a wonderful initiative, in fact, that you have taken because I have hardly seen anyone having a discussion on this topic of international peace. So for that itself, you need to be congratulated. And also the fact you have a host of erudite speakers who have achieved or who are well qualified in their own field. And the first speaker, especially Justice Vimala of Madras High Court, whom I have immense respect and I've had the privilege to meet her once. I don't know whether she recognizes it or not. I had the privilege to meet her in Supreme Court once, and I've read up of her judgments, wonderful judgments, and she had a very wonderful tenure in the Madras High Court. And Mr. Tiwari ji also spoke well. So just to begin, just to add on from what Mr. Tiwari said about the ancient scriptures or something. So
She is
let me
known for
also
her wonderful judgments delivered in the Madras High Court. I have met her once. I do not know whether she recollects of it or not.
so
First speaker சொன்னாரு.
just just to carry on from what Mr. Tiwari said. So the concept of peace, especially coming from the Indian perspective or from Bharat, was already imbibed in our very ancient civilization itself. So for those whom know the ancient scripture or the text of Ramayana, they would understand the fact that even in Ramayana, there was this concept of peace and diplomacy. Now, when the Lord Ram's wife was kidnapped, so the first thing that was done was not directly go into war with the neighboring kingdom. Rather, he sent an emissary in the name of Hanuman who went and told Ravan that, look, you please release the wife of Ram, which he did not agree. Then thereafter, they decided to go for a war, and again another emissary, again a diplomatic mission was sent in the form of Angad, and when that failed, then only we had war. And even in the ancient times, it was war was also not something that just like that they had a war. That tomorrow I decide to engage in a war with someone, so that tomorrow I just go and fight a battle. There were certain rules and code of conduct that we follow. That is to say that we will not fight in the night, we will not attack innocent children, we will not kill women. All these things were part of our ancient civilization and a part of culture. Now, coming back to the important topic, since we are living in the present day and age, what is important today is a very significant day because the UN, which was formed in 1945 after the Second World War, so the main objective was peace. So they wanted to foster peace and brotherhood with all the countries. Therefore, they had this United Nations organization where many countries came in, and they all like-minded countries came in, and they also thought that yes, we need to have something called as peace. So that is why 1945 the UN was created, and then the UN had a charter, and one of the charter is very important is Article 2, Subclause 4, which says that the sovereign integrity of each nation has to be respected and protected. So that is the reason why no country can actually afford to go for a war with other country. It is not so easy. So we've especially in the Indian media, people have seen that why don't we go with why don't we have a war with this country? Why don't we fight? And we always keep seeing a lot of things, and also in the general public, the discussion always happens that why isn't that there is a we don't enter into a battle or engage in a war with another country. No, you cannot simply do it because of this clause, which all the countries have agreed. So it means to say that only you can attack as a matter of defense, or when there is some aggression, you can protect, but you cannot have a full-fledged war with another country. And that is the reason also, legally speaking, there is also this International Court of Justice, which looks into the aspects of disputes between one country and another. So why we have an international court, though international, there are some reservations about the International Court of Justice being a toothless body and not too effective, but still it has made substantial progress in achieving the concept of peace. Now, why is there an international court of justice? It is because to warn the member nations, look, you can't just go and straight away attack a country. Just because you have a military, you have a nuclear power, you have everything, you can't just go and bomb some country. Right. So that is the purpose of Article 2, Subclause 4 of the UN Charter, which protects each country's sovereign integrity and also ensures that there is no war between two countries. And the fact is also that the UN tries to engage in many diplomatic missions in promotion of peace. In fact, that is the essence of UN, and that is why today it is being celebrated as International Day of Peace by the UN. Now, in the Indian context, since we are dealing in India and this platform is in India, Article 51 of our Constitution recognizes this. Article 51 clearly, though it's a directive principle, it says that international disputes have to be settled through arbitration. It talks about engaging in a peaceful manner. We have, in our constitution itself, made it clear that any international dispute, we are going to first resolve it through a process of peace. We are not going to straight away attack any country, or we are not going to engage in any form of warhood or anything. So peace has been integral part of not only the UN but also India. And as I said, from the ancient times we have been following the principle of maintaining peace. We have also extended post the enactment of our constitution. So what now exists is this. And another thing, though it is not of much relevance, Article 253 of the Constitution, where international agreements can be ratified. So generally, though it is in the commercial or in a criminal sphere, even to achieve the concept of peace, this can be used. And in fact, it also shows that we are respecting each other countries. We are also engaging in we are also engaging in certain things where we reciprocate the laws of that country, and they also respect the laws of our country, and we create a situation where when there is a harmony between both the countries, the laws are respected. So if I respect the law of another country and they respect the law of my country, then that is the a simple example of achieving peace. And that is what we are being doing it all these years, and we have been trying. We have done it successfully, and the success of our country, that is India, lies in the fact that we are able to engage with other countries to the process of law by enacting laws or having agreements or treaties with other countries to ensure that we respect their laws and they respect our laws, and ensure that there is mutual peace and cooperation between all the countries. So that is the concept of what what we are trying to achieve, and that is symbolic of this. And this is the purpose, like the entire purpose of the human creation is that we lead our peaceful life. Every human being, every individual wants to lead a peaceful life. And if an individual has to lead a peaceful life, then the country or the place or the city wherever that individual is living should be peaceful. To ensure that we have we have a process, and the process is by a form of law. So normally people ask, how is it that you can achieve peace? It's not simple that I talk to you, I talk to someone, and someone talks to me, and then peace is achieved. No, there has to be something formal, something written, something understood. So for this enactment of law or an agreement which is in the form of law, or which takes in the role of law, and then once there is a law, that won't help unless there is an implementation authority. Somebody implements, somebody watches it, somebody enforces it, then only the law is workable. So for that we have this UN Charter, and we have treaties, we have agreements with other countries, and through this we are trying to ensure that peace is achieved not only between in our country, but also between other countries, and also throughout the world. So hopefully, with all the conflicts, all the tensions that are happening, my only prayer and wish is that we all end all the wars, conflicts, whatever it is, whatever disputes, we'll all settle it through peace. The process of peace, there are very good mediators, everybody, very good mediators and all around. And I'm sure that world will be a nicer place. We'll all be peaceful. And with this hope, I like to conclude my speech, and I thank you all for patiently listening to me. I thank the organizers for this event once again. And I must say, I'm just short of time because I'm just somewhere outside. So in my just this schedule, I had to come and give a short lectures, and then hopefully I made some sense or I've shared my thoughts in whatever it is. I thank you once again. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir.